Hey YouTube, what's going on? Before I do my next hardware review, I just wanted to say a little thank you. And today I've gotten a few new subscribers and everything, and my channel's just now starting to get kicked off and everything. And I just wanted to say I really appreciate it. I know I don't really have much going on right now, but I'm hopefully gonna fix that soon. And the more subscribers I get, the more confident I feel on camera, and the better my videos are going to overall be. So I just really appreciate that. That's for any of my recent subscribers or any subscribers that might subscribe as of the making of this, or some of my other videos I happen to watch this. So I just wanted to let you guys know I really appreciate it. So yeah, keep the good comments coming, and I'm just going to keep pumping out reviews and videos. So today I'm going to review Nintendo GameCube. So let's get started, shall we? Alright, so here's the system, the Nintendo GameCube. As obviously you can see, mine's black. This system launched, I believe, in either 2001 or 2002 to compete against Microsoft Xbox, Sony PlayStation 2, and the Sega Dreamcast, which by then was really hurting and was just about finished when Sega discontinued that system. But this is a neat little system, and a lot of people really underestimated it because it had a lot of kiddie games on it and whatnot. But it really was a good system. It had a lot of really cool games on it, and it was pretty powerful. So let's look at the front of the console. It's got 4-player right out of the box. That's always a good thing. And they marked the 1, 2, 3, and 4 with these little dots here. One thing that was kind of strange is there's only 2 memory card slots. I guess they figured it wasn't necessary, but I don't know, it's just kind of weird. I figured if you're gonna put 4, you might as well put 4 memory card slots itself. These are the memory cards that fit in it. I got a 16 times, which is the biggest one they made, just because I don't like having multiple ones like I do with my PS2. So it's made by Mad Catz, which doesn't always have the best reputation for making aftermarket hardware, but hey, what the hell, right? It was strange because Nintendo 64 had the memory cards actually in the controller, and they kind of just scrapped that design. This is the system Nintendo put out just before the GameCube. Just so you see, that's kind of like the GameCube's daddy right there. Okay, so on the top of the console we have this, the lid there, and the GameCube was the first system by Nintendo to actually use discs, or disc format rather than cartridges. And they did a different approach, and in a way it was okay, and in a way it was not so good. They use these, which I believe they're called MP3 discs, and they're really small, and the reason they made these is to cut down on piracy of the games and everything. They only held about 1.5 gigs of space, as opposed to DVDs like 8 gigs. So there's actually only no games ever used 3 discs or 4 discs or anything. The most was 2 disc, because I guess they had pretty good protection method and everything. And for when this console was actually out, it stopped piracy pretty damn good. So, and then you have a reset button, and most importantly, here's your power button. Let's see, the graphics are made by ATI. There's a little graphics by ATI stick right there. This particular console that I have does have a little boo-boo right there, a little chunk of plastic missing. It's because I bought this secondhand at Planet Mix, which is the hardware store I go to. On the back, it's got, earlier models had a standard analog picture port and a digital. Some of the later GameCubes took that port off because no one ever used it, and I know I don't. They got a very mini power adapter cord. And another reason this thing is really tiny is because it actually uses a power supply that's external. This is an aftermarket one that I have. I actually have the standard one that comes with it hooked up over here in my jungle of wires, and I don't really feel like digging it out because then I got to rewire everything in there and everything. Nintendo also put this little handle here on the back, and it kind of made it, I guess, for easy transportation, although it does kind of look like a purse. I don't think I'd be caught dead carrying one of those around the street anyway. There are many expansion ports on the back of this console. There notice serial ports and whatnot. One of them, I don't know which is which. Well, one of them's a network adapter. One of them's a GameCube Advance player where you could play your GameCube Advance. What the hell? Sorry, Game Boy Advance player. and you could play Game Boy Advance games on your TV, and it was a little base thing that kind of fit on the bottom. You just have a little slot. And the other one was an expansion port of some sort, I believe, for add-ons. So yeah, that was always kind of cool. Let me just put these back on. Alright, I actually have two of these systems, and they're both black. As you can see, two Nintendo GameCubes. The reason I have two of them actually is because I bought this particular model, I can always tell because it's got the little chip out of it, for $30 at Planet Mix. And a week later, my friend's like, hey dude, you want a GameCube? And I'm like, oh shit. Hey, what color is it? And he's like, black. I'm like, what the hell? That's the color I just bought, and that's the color I was looking for, because I wanted a black GameCube because I think they look really sweet in black. And he's like, yeah, I don't want it anymore. I don't play it. So I'm just like, damn it to hell. You know, if I'd have just waited a little longer, but what can you do? At least I got two of them now. He's still nice enough to give it to me. Here's the controller. Now, I liked this controller a lot, mainly because, one, it's comfy as hell, and two, it's just innovative, I guess you would say. Yeah, it's very similar in a way where it has 4 face buttons, 2 joysticks, a D-pad, a start button, and at least 2 triggers. And the triggers are really neat because you would actually push down, and that would be one like button command, and then there would be a click-in function. Wow, that was the worst mess up I've ever had. Function, excuse me. And that would serve as like 2 buttons, and then you have a Z button right there. And on the N64, that used to be underneath the controller. But yeah, there's the controllers. There's a C stick. This is a little bit. They made it a little bit smaller for whatever reason. I guess just to be different. So yeah. Some games that I have are, this is actually a very small collection, the smallest console collection I have, because I just recently got this and I haven't had a chance to buy many GameCube games, but Soul Calibur 2. This one doesn't have the original case in it anymore. This is Resident Evil Remake, which is the remake of the original hit Resident Evil. The prequel to that game, which is Resident Evil 0. These following games are not mine. My friend is just nice enough to loan them to me. The Sims 2, it's always funny to kind of torture a family. And Gun, which I have not played yet, but it's supposed to be some kind of cowboy game that looks pretty cool. Thanks a lot, jackass. Yeah, neighbors don't really be quiet around here, do they? Okay, so I guess now that I've done the system review, I'm going to do some short gameplay of a game. I think I'll just show off some, what should I show off? I guess I'll show off some Resident Evil Remake, since it's kind of one of my more favorite games on the Cube, and that's one of the reasons I bought the system, so yeah, let's show some of that. Alright, let's fire up the Cube. I don't have much time left to do gameplay, so we're gonna kind of be moving along here. Alright, and like I said, this is a remake of the original Resident Evil by Capcom, and it was released exclusively on this console, which actually was the reason that I actually went out and bothered to find it in the first place, and I'm glad I did, because it looks like there's a lot of other cool games as well. Okay, so, here we go.
Resident Evil.
Alright, so here we are playing the game, and this game definitely is going to get a second, like, separate review with me, because I just do not have enough time to show off all the cool, crazy crap in this game. So yeah, this is basically a game in a huge house. Oh, crap. This game scares the crap out of me. You're in a... Holy shit! Okay, yeah, you're in this huge, mansion, and there's just, like, all these zombies because this virus broke out. I am going to do a separate review, but I just wanted to show off, with this game, you know, just real quickly, some of the things that it has. And it's just got astounding graphics and everything. You know, I'm going to be running short on time here in a second, so unfortunately, that's just how YouTube rolls with its 10-minute limit, but yeah, this is Kasun 2, and definitely have some more game and hardware reviews coming, so like I said before, thank you for anyone who subscribed, and thank you anyone who's getting ready to subscribe. You know, I really appreciate this. My channel's really coming pretty good. So yeah, this is Kasun 2. It's all from me for now. Thank you.